Now, as the investigation into the mid-air crash continues at the Reagan National Airport, it's impacting flights to D.C. out of Jacksonville, as you can imagine.
So Claire Alfrey is at Jacksonville International Airport right now, continuing our team coverage this morning. Claire?
Keith and Lou, good morning. Now, there's typically about half a dozen flights every day that goes from Jacksonville all the way up to D.C. And we can tell you right now that 2 of those flights have already been canceled for today. American Airlines flight 4646 was set to leave just before 7:30 this morning. That will not take off as Reagan National Airport remains closed till at least 11 a.m. And American flight 5296 has also been scrapped. That flight was set to take off at 12:15 p.m. today and was likely set to use a plane that is currently stuck in Washington as Reagan National remains closed. Meanwhile, an interesting note about a flight from Jacksonville to D.C. last night. Flight 378 was set to land in D.C. just 3 minutes before that mid-air collision involving the flight from Wichita. Instead, the flight left JIA early and made good time in the air. It landed around 8:20 in D.C. last night, some 28 minutes before the collision. Now, we reached out to Jax Airport officials to see if they have a response to the mid-air crash that happened last night, and we're still waiting for a response. At JIA, Claire Alfrey, First Coast News, on your side.
Thanks for that, Claire. You know, as search and rescue efforts are underway, you can't help but think about the conditions that they're dealing with at this hour. We're talking about water temperatures like 32 degrees there. This is the Potomac River we're talking about in Washington, D.C. We're in January, for goodness sakes. It's some serious temperature
frigid
situations
and dark. I mean, think about it, just pitch black, dark on the water there, searching windy conditions, bumpy conditions on that river for folks in the boats trying to get to any potential survivors there. And